Welcome everybody to a Bizarre Datapack, and today we are showcasing DIO. First, in order to get DIO, you need to type this function, old slash function, bizarre, admin give DIO. It should autocorrect. Then press enter, you get DIO soul. And in order to activate soul, you just have to press F or just put it in your offhand slot and that's it. As you can see, there's also a tutorial when you first insert the soul into your hotbar. So, as it says, right-click for combat mode or hold shift, then right-click for utility mode if you're looking up. And in combat mode, hold shift to switch to the second set of moves. Holding shift also turns your jumps into super jumps. If I go to survival, you also get a huge set of hearts, and resistance 2, jump boost 2, and regeneration 2 constantly. Now, this is your normal jump height now, as a soul user. And you hold shift, jump much higher. Of course, you still take full damage, but you regenerate it fast enough anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, to showcase how the combat mode works, just look up. There it goes. And if I hold shift, go to utility mode. Let's showcase the boring one, which is the utility mode first. In which, as you can see, I will turn into DIO and have the world beside me. First is the block break barrage, which is, as it says, breaks blocks. Let me just get to this wall, and this doesn't do any damage if you use it on mobs, so it will only break blocks. That's why it's for utility. Then we got quick stop, just a simple quick time stop that makes you look like you just teleported. Got, of course, time stop. This is a more of a save yourself kind of time stop, but 9 seconds, and you can freely fly in time stop. This is survival flight implementation. Full 9 seconds. Of course, it also has cooldowns, but the block break barrage doesn't have a cooldown. And to deactivate your stand, just go to your 9 slot hotbar and press right click. Now on to the more interesting part, which is what this data pack is built for. Combat mode. Now we got a huge set of new moves. First one is jab, it's quick punch. Small damage, stuns for a bit. Next is hook. Also a bit more damage and a bit more stun. And overhead, if they are in the air and you use overhead, they will get slammed down. And then uppercut, it's higher damage. It also breaks block, which you have a block. Just say that. And also launches them in the air. Those are your basic click combo moves, so you can do just the basic jab, hook, overhead, uppercut. And then you can do whatever else you want there. And then for shift moves of the first 4 is got punch barrage. It's the damaging version of the punch barrage. It does not break any blocks around, so it's safe to use this in anywhere. We got gut punch, which is basically a donut, makes them bleed. I just killed the iron golem. Got science smash, in which DIO does it instead of the world, and like last time, makes it a bit more accurate. This gives a longer stun than any of your moves, but it's blockable, so you can just block it. And then kick barrage, it's basically a punch barrage, but it does more damage, but the final hit knocks them back, so you can't combo off of it. We also got combo breaker, but this only works for PvP situations in which you will get stunned, but I can kind of showcase it using... This is the amount of stun per tick you're gonna take. So if I set it to, like, say 5 seconds, which is 100 ticks, it'll be stunned for so long. But if I use combo breaker, get out of the stun. See, the stun is gone. Next is the cutthroat knife, in which DIO will perform a single knife with a huge wind-up, and you're stuck in place as well. But if the knife ever hits, it will stun them, break their block, if ever they're blocking, and also inflict a huge bleeding damage. See, that hits, stuns them, and makes them bleed for quite a while. Next move is Knives Flurry, in which the world will shoot a couple of knives towards the direction you want. Let's do this. And Quick Knives is also a knives move, but you need a target to hit. It's a raycast target. It won't use it until you're looking at something. But if you are looking at something, DIO will perform a small time stop, throw 9 of them, and resume time in 1 second. Now, counter stop. This is a counter move in which you need a mob to hit you for it to activate. And let me just deactivate my hit it, and then hit the golem. Then combat mode. Now golem should be angry at me. It's gonna try and hit me, but if I use counter stop, it will automatically donut them if they ever hit me during that duration. And of course, does bleeding damage. Next, we also have quick stop and time stop in combat mode. Of course, you're gonna need the mobility, and of course, stop it. Now on to DIO special moves. We got Greatest High and Road Rock. Greatest High is DIO's awakening move, in which he's gonna gain speed buffs, even more resistance, and cooldown reduction on some of his moves. Not all of it, but some. It doesn't give any more damage, because damage in my pack is already pretty ridiculous, but it also plays his theme song when you use it. And it also changes the skin. Don't worry, the ones with the animated DIO still complicate stuff. This costs 500 of your ultimate bar as well, and the way you fill up your ultimate bar is by attacking or getting hit by mobs. So if I just do a punch barrage at this guy, if I do a punch, yeah, right there. But it depends on the damage you deal and the amount you're hitting. And this awakening also lasts just about a minute. And now we're back. And as you can see, the next move is Road Roller, but you need a full 1000 ultimate bar to use it, because it is his ultimate move, in which it will deal massive damage to one person. So how you hit Road Roller is it will only hit one person that is the closest in front of you. It's a grab move, though blocking will not work against it. That means you can only run away from it. But it has a huge windup, so you can perhaps react to it and run as far away as you can before it hits you. It also plays a little cutscene if you ever hit it. And yeah, it pretty much one-shots an Iron Golem, so you can see how devastating that move is. As I've said a couple of times in my devlogs, that this data pack is meant for fighting and you should be able to do some combos, so I can show you some basic combos that you can do in this data pack. One of them is the basic click punch combo, which will be jab, hook, uppercut instead, and then overhead. See, it forces them down and you can keep doing any punches you want. But you gotta keep in mind the cooldowns of each move, so you can't just keep using them all over again. You have to keep in mind the cooldowns. Now for one of the most basic combos you can do is with kick barrage. So if you just do jab, hook, overhead, uppercut, kick barrage. It's really basic, but it does look cool when you do it. You can pretty much combo off of uppercut with any of your moves if you want. So you can also use punch barrage, dot punch, or even side smash. Side smash will also force them down. So if you want to do that, then you can of course do it. Which I can just showcase that right now. Forces them down, so do you force down, so you can keep comboing after that, but you get the gist of it. Each of the moves have a different stun level, and therefore only some moves combo into other moves. I don't have someone to multiplayer right now, but you can use Punch Barrage to get out of stun. But they can also use Punch Barrage to barrage you back and keep the combo going against you. So it's kind of a 50-50 where you can risk using a Punch Barrage, but if they also use Punch Barrage, then you're kind of also screwed. Because with Punch Barrage, you can use it while you're being stunned. It's like a pseudo combo breaker, but it's not really. Now let's talk about some time stop interactions. As you have already seen before, you can fly and time stop. This is your survival flight too, so you can get to places where you couldn't reach and just stay there. That's it. And of course you can still use quick stop. If you use time stop and then gut punch inside time stop, you will get a cool Kakyoin scene. Yep. Of course, time stop also stops knives from moving, but the knives also stack in damage as they all hit them at once. So if I just do time stop, also jump, fly. There you go. I have no cooldown song right now, but you get the point. Yep. And of course it also works with cutthroat knife. You also can't use your ultimate move in time stop. That's just to prevent some nasty cheese, because in time stop, of course, players can't move, and this will be a free road roller for them. So it's just not fair if I make it happen like that. So time stop, try to spam road roller as much as I can. I can't do it. There's literally no way. And I almost forgot, the way to deactivate your soul during combat mode is still 9 slot hotbar, but you have to look straight down and then right click. And that's all I have for this showcase video. Thank you for watching, and you can download the pack in my PMC page, linked in the description below. If you have any more questions, you can ask them in my Discord server, which is also linked in the description below. That's all for now, folks, and see you in the next video.